Francis? When St. Francis of Assisi walked in nature, all the birds, all the animals, everything just came to him with love. The birds would sit before him and sing him the most beautiful cosmic melodies in love and appreciation of his energy and who he was. Beautiful. So time in silence in nature. The next one, very powerful, and you'll recognize this, the use of sacred song. When you use sacred song, devotional music, bhajans, what sacred song does is it aligns your emotional body very quickly to the heartbeat of the Divine Mother. The gift of the angels to this realm is the gift of music. In reality, Mother Mary is the queen of the angels. So the greatest gift the angel realm has given is what we heard first thing this morning, the music, the rajas, the playing. And it doesn't matter what sort of sacred music you listen to. Say to the universe, bring me the sort of music I need to allow my heart to fill with devotion. When your heart is filled with devotion, when that energy flows through your body, it brings with it another energy of compassion. And the science, the research in America by the Heart Math Institute says, when the heart comes into compassion, it sends all these other energies into the bodies to bring the organs of the body into a greater state of health. Isn't that interesting? So we have 8 points: meditation, prayer, mastery of the mind, lightening up your diet, definitely vegetarian, begin there, exercising the body, treating it like a temple, service, time and silence in nature, and the use, the appreciation of sacred music and sacred song. When I share this with people in the West, they say, oh my God, how am I going to do all that? But to me, life is a spiritual journey. There's no separation between your normal life and spiritual life. That's crazy. Everything we do is spiritual. So you're making dinner for your family and you're playing bhajans. As you're making dinner, you're singing the songs of Krishna, the praises to Rama, all the other things that speak to your heart. So no television on while you're making dinner. The family may be singing. For example, you can be showering in the morning and singing beautiful sacred music. You can be driving in the car on the way to work through peak hour traffic, playing beautiful sacred music. You can have the tongue on the roof of the mouth most of the day. You can be walking to work instead of driving and getting exercise. You can be dancing with your children, so you can be a good mother and play and be joyous with your children. And while you're dancing, you're getting exercise, making the body strong, getting fluid, feeling grace, dancing to sacred music, bhajans. So every moment of the day you can apply these things so that they are your day. So it's natural. What happens? All right, this is our research. When you do these 8 points, you become physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually fit, healthy. That's what happens. That's just the natural outcome of spending your time this way. When this happens, you increase your chi flow. It is your swimming technique into the current, yeah? So you magnetize a stronger pranic current just automatically without thinking about it. It just happens. You hold the idea that all your vitamins, minerals, everything you need come from prana, so that's a clear mental intention. And then you listen to the body. You ask your body at lunchtime, breakfast, dinner, body, are you hungry? Body says, no, don't eat. You ask your body, are you hungry? Body says, So you don't then say, well, I need a plate of carbohydrates and minerals and proteins and whatever, because that's going to nourish me. You say, body, what do you want? Apple Okay, you give it an apple. So what our beautiful meditator did this morning, thank you, was she began to take you into learning to listen to your body. So one of the secrets with this is having a strong mind-body connection, really learning to listen to what your body wants. And it's incredible what it tells you when you go in and smile at the organs and smile at all levels of your body and say to your lungs, for example, lungs, I love you. As the master I am, inhabiting this form, I love you, I love you, I love you. Lungs, do you have a message for me? And listen, what do the lungs want to tell you? Many years ago, this morning seems a morning of stories. Let's make this afternoon practical application. But the first practical application is lifestyle. I can't wave a wand to make you live on prana, but you can live these 8 points we've given you. To make you healthier, to make you happier, and if you then want to take it to living on light, you can. But let me tell you something completely opposite, totally different. I found myself, after 22 years of living these 8 points, that when I moved into living on prana, for me, because that's how I'd lived. Everyone else who had success, as we said, also lived that lifestyle. But let's share something different. Many years ago, I was working in Poland, and I don't know if you know Warsaw, but Warsaw is built on a graveyard. All people in Poland, all the Jews in Poland were killed and are buried under the city. So the energy in Warsaw, very, very interesting. When I arrived in Poland and was sharing with a group, about to share, this really interesting man came into close to where I was sitting, and he was dirty, and he was smelly, and he looked like a street person. And the people around me, he kept saying, I need to see Jasmuheen. And the people around me kept saying, no, 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 you can't. Yeah, being protective, very sweet. But if someone has a message for you, they will get to you if you need to hear that message, yeah? So suddenly he's standing right before me. Magically, and there he is. And he said, I want to tell you about these systems. He said, you are the fifth one. Fifth one what? He said, you're the fifth person I've heard about living on prana. I went, okay. He said, I've come. He said, I have walked